If you want to improve your teaching skills in hot yoga, one of the few important things that we have to look at is teaching hot yoga to beginners. The reason this is such an important aspect is that most likely, first of all, most of the hot yoga students are beginners. Secondly, beginners are, as I like to say, the bread and butter of every yoga studio, meaning that the yoga studio is existing successfully as long as there are many beginners, and any yoga studio will struggle if the beginners are not present. Okay? So you can actually measure, in my book, a hot yoga studio's success by the rate with which it retains beginner students. So this is something that is really great to look at for any hot yoga teacher, whether you are a new beginning hot yoga teacher or whether you are an experienced, well-seasoned hot yoga teacher. You might want to take a few minutes with me today, just a couple of minutes quickly, to take a look at 3 simple ways of improving your skills as a hot yoga teacher in teaching beginners. First important understanding that I need to make is that one beginner does not equal another. This means that there are different kind of beginners. For example, there are what I call the brand new beginners. A brand new beginner is a person who's never, ever done any yoga before. They are completely new to it. They have probably very little, if any, prior understanding about what to expect from the yoga class. Very often they will also have not done any exercise for the last 20 years or more. This is what I call a brand new beginner. Now, those brand new beginners should not be confused with who I call experienced beginners. An experienced beginner, for example, is a person who's been doing other kinds of exercises for a long time and they just happen to be new to yoga. Take, for example, an athlete or how about a triathlete, someone who swims, runs, rides a bike, and probably this will be a quite fit, quite powerful in terms of stamina person. That for me is an experienced beginner. They will also understand their body quite well. They will understand the mechanics of the body. They will understand more about the breathing than a brand new beginner. So it's important to notice what kind of beginner you're dealing with. Is it a brand new beginner, an experienced beginner? Obviously there is all kinds of mixes of those 2 main categories when it comes to beginners. The reason I want you to clearly in your outlook separate those one beginner from another is because 2 things that the beginners have to do to succeed in a yoga class is 1, they have to observe what it is that you want them to do. And secondly, they have to coordinate whatever they observe. So with a brand new beginner, their skills in terms of observation and their skills and ability in terms of coordination will be hugely lacking, I'm guessing. They will be not so great at all. Actually, very often they're quite dreadful. A brand new beginner will not be able at all to understand what is required, and probably very little will be able to do in terms of coordination also. So observation and coordination for an experienced beginner, for an athlete, for someone who's physically capable, does other kinds of exercises, they will be able to observe and coordinate much more efficiently in much less time. That allows you to work with them in a different way than you would want to work with a brand new beginner. Second important understanding of beginners' psychology is that I would say to you, and you can tell me if you agree or not, that mostly beginners do not go to yoga to do yoga. Most of the beginners that I meet do not go to yoga in order to do yoga. They are not there to do yoga, the sacred tradition from India. No, not at all. They are there to achieve a specific benefit, whichever benefit it is that they are looking for. They want to lose weight, they want to feel better about themselves, they want to get out of anxiety, they want to clear their mind, they want to sleep better, they want to fix their lower back, they want to heal a stiff neck. Whatever it is That's the reason they are there. They're looking for a specific benefit or a bunch of few benefits, but they are mostly there not to do yoga at all. Right? So, if I think that, if I know that, how is my teaching going to be different? I need to teach them in a completely different way. I need to address, perhaps, specifically, those potential benefits rather than pound them with yoga is good, yoga this, Sanskrit, philosophy, yama, niyama, not that. Not at the beginning, okay? Not at the beginning. We will sneak up on them later. What I want the beginners to do is be successful in my yoga class. I want them to do it again, and more on that in a minute. So, the beginners are there not to do yoga, they are there for specific benefits, and I would like that to be addressed. Okay, I would like that as a teacher, I would like to address that. Here's another possibility, okay? They are there, the beginners are there in the yoga class, but they don't actually know what they want. They don't know of any benefits that are possible. They are in the yoga class because the friend brought them, or their husband brought them, or their wife brought them, or they are there because you brought them in as a teacher, you invited them and they came. They are not there for the yoga, they're not there for any benefit, they are there for another person who brought them to the yoga class. That is important that I understand that and also adjust my way of teaching in such a way that they feel successful. You know, they don't know what they want, they don't know what they're doing, they're way out of their comfort zone, and I find a way of teaching that makes them feel successful. And the third important thing can happen. Then this one is the big deal. What I want the beginners to achieve is repetition. That's what I want them to achieve. I want the beginners to come to the yoga class. I want them to like it, if not love it. I want them to at least like it, so that when they are going home, they are thinking, I can do this again. I know I was not correct, my alignment was no good, I couldn't breathe, it was too hot, whatever they're thinking, but they want to do it again. Now we are on to something big. They will repeat and repeat and repeat their practice. They will continue in repetition, and we know what is the mother of skill? Repetition is the mother of skill. As long as they are coming and practicing, they will be successful with a wonderful teacher around like you, correct? So I just want the beginners to be successful enough, to feel successful enough in their practice to want to come back and do it again. They will be successful and they will feel the improvement. They will clearly understand the benefits. In time, I will teach them the alignment and the breath, the potential of the breath, the potential for transformation, the self-realization, all the amazingly important things that are there in yoga will be included, just not at the beginning. Take your time as a yoga teacher with beginners. Be patient, be supportive, be kind, be sweet, actually. That really works with beginners. Encourage them and nurse them and babysit them patiently like a loving parent takes care of the child. And you will get many great returns. I hope this short video helps you. Please let me know of any comments or any questions that you have. And also, I would love you to challenge some of the things I said if you don't agree. Let me know. Thank you very much for watching. And until the next time, beginners, beginners, beginners. Peace.